Survivor, they take them out of the familiar, the comfort zone. What God is saying to the church is that we have got so comfort with the familiar that we weren't willing to step out on faith. But God said that He's shooking the earth, He's shooking foundations in our spiritual life. Things are going to happen because He wants to mature something in us. So we wonder, why am I going through this? Why am I struggling this particular way? Because God said He wants to produce something in us that can't happen on the mountain.
Wow.
That it can't happen on the mountain, so it only happens in Survivor. So this is what happens. So in Survivor, you took into this place, and the only thing that you get to take with you is a game bag.
All right now.
I got my game bag. And what the game bag are not items that you choose. The game bag is what you have in the game bag is what the people on the crew selects for you to have. So we can understand. See, some of us would have been fine if God would have dropped us in the valley with our Galaxy phone. Some of us would have been okay if God would have dropped us in the valley with our iPod. Some of us would have been okay if God would have dropped us in the valley with our husband to understand what we're going through. Some of us would have happy if God would have dropped us in the valley if our wife understood what we was going through. Some of us would have been happy if God would have dropped us in the valley with $1 million already. Some of us would have been happy if God would have dropped FDC with a church was full already. But God said,
all right now.
Some of us would have been happy with that. I like about David. David said, and David was a man who was familiar with failure. David was a man who was familiar with faithfulness. I heard Pastor say, some of us, see, that's the point, that some of us know what God has done for us, but God want to do something else for us. God said, the pastor said, I know where he's been. I believe that's the same thing David had. I seen him heal a relationship between me and Bethesda, even though I sinned and made a mistake. I seen God move in my life and done things for me. So David would say, he said, David came in this particular said, yea, though that God has entered me into the context of Survivor, I will survive. Some people will look at David as being boastful. See, but some of us Christians need to understand that God is our Father, so that now that we're in this valley experience, that we don't know what the unfamiliar, we don't need that because we don't have control of nothing. We don't need to sit here and be like, oh God, woe is me. But David walked in and said, I will survive. I don't know about you. I don't know about that church over there. I don't know about your marriage. I don't know about your finances, but I will survive. And the reason why I will survive is because of what I have in my game bag.
That's right.